Hi Sparkles, it's Jordan Sparks. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at Kendall and Maddie's duets. I have two specific duets that we're going to be looking at today. The first one is called Don't Take Her Away, and this was an unaired exclusive Australian tour performance from 2015. And we'll hop right into that one, and I will let you know what the next one is when we get to it. If you like this video, make sure to give it a great big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you are brand new here, and don't forget to tap the bell notification if you'd like to get a reminder every single time that I post a new video. And let's hop into this reaction. So if you're not familiar with Kendall Vertez and Maddie Ziegler, they were stars on Dance Moms, the hit reality TV show on Lifetime. I personally loved when these two danced together. I thought that they were a beautiful pairing. I thought that Maddie always brought out the best in Kendall, and that Maddie always felt comfortable and like she was supported when she danced with Kendall.
Just to hold your hand, I won't hurt you now. This evil thing I've done, as long as you win the war that I've begun.
I personally love their costumes in this number. I love the color choice, I love the headpieces, and I think that they're just a really good pairing as duet partners.
Your tiny fingers hold all my heart.
I can tell just by looking at them that they weren't highly trained at this moment. Like, obviously, these are two very trained dancers, but they weren't at their peak performance while doing this tour. I can tell that just by the way that Maddie is moving in comparison to when she is training 20 plus hours a week. Overall, I think that they have a very natural, fluid way of moving, and that these two always move together very naturally. I'm just seeing a lot of back arching, a lot of opened rib cages, not a lot of engaged lower abdominals, and that tells me that they're probably not doing a lot of ballet at this particular point.
Them tear us apart. Well, I could run away, never to be found. They say you're
Overall, even when their technique isn't completely on point, I think that these two move very beautifully together, and I find that their timing is exquisite. They definitely move as one, and I feel that although Kendall isn't at the same level as Maddie technically at this period, I would say that because they move so similarly and so in time while they're dancing together, it hides all of the flaws and you just see one beautiful cohesive piece of
best
art.
off without me around. I won't hurt you now. I won't stand in your way as long as you break down these walls that I've made. You've so much, so much, so much to give. Will you please let her live?
So yeah, overall for corrections, I would say that for Kendall, she really needs to be on top of her leg, on top of that supporting leg. She really needs to think about always pulling down her shoulders and keeping them down, pressed down. I would say for Maddie that she just has a tendency of overarching her back and allowing her rib cage to splay open, especially in her turns, and that's going to ruin the control of your turns. And in order to keep your turns really, really tight, you need to just really squeeze your abdominals, keep that rib cage tight and closed, and keep your back flat. Also, I'm noticing when Kendall's turning that she turns like a top, but she's not really extending her ankle as far as it could go. She's pointing her foot, but I would like to see a more stretched ankle, and that would create a nice cleaner line.
But I cannot explain this life laid out in shame. Please don't take her away.
See, I don't know if you see what I'm seeing, but I capture a lot of these moments where Maddie and Kendall are smiling at each other and it looks like they're about to laugh. And that tells me that they're really enjoying what they're doing. That's not them playing a character. I feel like those are the actual moments where they're just really enjoying what they're doing and they've rehearsed this number through and through. And they're just one really, really good pairing. They work well as a team. But I don't see that when Kendall's dancing by herself on stage. I don't see those moments where she's just really letting loose and enjoying herself. And I feel Kendall is one of those dancers that really enjoys dancing with somebody else. And she really dances to her fullest potential when she's partnered with Maddie. And I feel like she really enjoys herself when she's partnered with Maddie. And I see the same thing out of Maddie. I feel like Maddie is definitely the leader in this partnership. But I feel like the two of them work together really, really well, and that Maddie enjoys dancing with Kendall as well. Overall, I would say that their artistry is really great in this. They're doing what the ALDC does best, which is a pretty contemporary lyrical style. This number is no exclusion from that. This is definitely a pretty lyrical number, and I think that they did a beautiful job with this. Beautiful forced arch and working of those feet for Kendall at the very end there. I loved that. I would say that, yeah, overall, my biggest correction would be their cores, their rib cages, and just really working those feet, getting up on a high releve, staying on top of your leg, stretch those ankles, extend those knees, really, really turn out, keep those shoulders pressed down for Kendall. Overall, just ballet technique things. I thought that their artistry and their performing was great. Their energy together is brilliant. I'm not seeing two soloists out there on stage. I do see a very cohesive duet pairing. Overall, I thought that this was a brilliant duet. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let's move on to the next one. So the next Maddie and Kendall duet that we're going to be taking a look at today is called Run Baby Run. This is from season 6, episode 15, and I believe that this was the last duet that Kendall and Maddie did together, and this is a contemporary duet. Okay, so right off the top, I am loving this music. I love the heavy hitting bass. It reminds me of Bonnie and Clyde for some reason. The soundtrack from the Broadway musical. Again, I'm feeling already that this is a great duet partnership. Again, Kendall comes on stage feeling confident when she is working with Maddie. Their costumes are not supposed to be anything elegant and glamorous, but I do think that they really work for this number and they lend themselves to the piece. And I do think that Kendall deserves a round of applause for that turn in the beginning because that was amazing. Beautiful. So this piece is definitely a lot more mature. I'm seeing some very mature artistry in here and a lot of character development compared to the last pretty lyrical piece. I'm also seeing really good control from Kendall here, like she was staying up on her releve for a long time, nice and controlled, no bobbling, and lots of expression from Maddie as usual, but particularly expressive in these contemporary numbers. Overall, just the movement quality of these two is a lot more mature in this number. They've definitely grown and matured. It's not so stiff. It's not like jazz. It is very fluid, and there's a lot of organic movement quality coming through, which is obviously an A+ when you're doing a contemporary number and you are trying to portray a real person in a real experience. I would say that their musicality, again, amazing. I love watching these two together because they dance to one heartbeat. These eyes, can you see what isn't there? The truth dressed up in lies. Daylight side. I don't know if this was an Abby or Gianna choreography or who choreographed this dance, but I definitely love the way that it moves through the music. This music definitely has a very strong heartbeat as well, and I feel as if this is really good artistry in this number. This is one of my favorite duets from the entire show. Yes. Exquisite. I think that they did an incredible job there. I'm not going to correct things like rib cages and shoulders and stuff in a contemporary number like that, because they did the technical steps really well, and everything else, having that kind of natural looseness to your body really lends to that style, as long as you know what you're doing. So I think that they both did a great job there. I can feel that their chemistry as a dance partnership is so strong that I feel like these girls could pick up where they left off 10 years later. They could, like, not even train for 10 years, and just because they have that teamwork, that kind of synergy together, that if you put them in a room together and we're like, come up with a contemporary piece, that the two of them could come up with something even today, and it would be great. That's how I feel, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Overall, I love these two duets. I think that the fluidity in this one was really what kind of hit home about their artistry, because there was no starting and stopping of movements. It was one fluid movement from the beginning to the end. Every single movement really completed itself. They had beautiful lines, but it's not really about like a ballet line when I'm talking about the fluidity in a contemporary number. It's more so the fact that they're breathing through every movement, and that they're really using their arms and their legs to create a story, create movement, and create energy. So I think that they did a great job with that. Let me know what you guys think of these two duets down in the comments below, and what you think of Maddie and Kendall dancing together as a duet partnership. If you like this video, make sure to give it a great big thumbs up. Let me know if there's any other dances or dancers that you would like me to react to down in the comments below. And before we go, if you would like to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz, it is at Jordan J. Sparks. I will leave the links down in the description below. And make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications if you'd like a reminder every single time that I post a new video. And as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.